G'day gang, Dan here, how's it going folks? We're back in the World of Warcraft playthrough on the Human Paladin Artraxius, questing through the Arathi Highlands, which is right here. We need to get over here. Oh, we can go straight through these guys. I was a little worried when I saw them walking around with pitchforks. I was like, I don't think they're with the Alliance.
Need help?
Nope, they're a militia. Okay. So we're getting through here. We got the Stone Shards. Investigate the Shards of Myzrael. I've scouted all over these Highlands Artraxian, and there's one thing I've found I haven't been able to explain. To the northeast of here, there's a circle of stones. Like the others, you'll find everywhere in Arathi, but the largest and most imposing of them built into the mountainside itself. Let's investigate. The shard pulses softly, and a whisper slowly echoes through your head. Help! The princess trapped. My name is Myzrael. I am a princess of the earth, and my captors, the giants, have trapped me deep beneath the Arathi Highlands. These crystal shards are the only way I can speak with the surface world. Please help me. Allies of the giants, the Dry Whisker kobolds, have a shard like this one in their Dry Whisker Gorge to the east. To power the cluster, you must gather motes of Myzrael from the kobolds and apply them to it. I beg you, Artraxius, aid me. Right. Well, when the voice coming out of a crystal asks you for help, you help. It's just the way it is. Alright, so we're going to go over here. There's a little cabin on the back there. Passing by a horde establishment, Hammerfall, which we have now discovered. We got some kobolds over here, yep. Now, to get into this place from the ground level was always kind of interesting. Maybe it's a little bit more straightforward now, but in Classic, you couldn't just run up there. You had to find this path, and it was kind of obscured by a bush. And I don't know if it's the same anymore. Perhaps they what the heck? Got a little Dukeru over here. It's always a little bit different flying around, but yeah, I remember it was obscured. But I don't think that's the case anymore. Oh, maybe it is. Hang on. Yeah, I guess it is kind of. I don't know if that's the exact same spot. And you do have a couple dots here giving you an indication of where it is. But yeah, it felt a lot more difficult in Classic to find. Which was frustrating, but also quite cool, I thought. Oh, hang on a second. I've lost it. It's still working. Still working. Hey. One running that way, one running this way. Alright, it doesn't remove magic. This is the problem between, like I said, I keep switching between my Paladin and Wrath Classic. And using cleansed options I can remove some magics there. So I can remove movement impairing effects using this. My Blessing of Freedom. Down you go. Whoa! You went for the old heave-ho? Now I'm making my way towards the back. There's that larger shard. And of course that's what she said, but as you can see the objectives are simply to get motes. Maybe there'll be a follow-up quest to interact with that after gaining all these shards, these motes rather. Seven so far. So the Halloween event's going on at the moment. I've been taking part of it in it, with it, of it, in it, in the in Wrath of the Lich King Classic. And I actually picked up the Halloween, the reigns. The reigns of the, what's it called? The reigns of the guy. The guy you fight in the dungeon instance. In Scarlet Monastery. Alright, so I've got to get 4 more still. Yeah, it was like, I don't know, like 3rd or 4th time that I ran it. Never had that luck on my guys here in retail. I mean, I did eventually get it, but it was, you know, many, many years later. So I've got that. I actually got that on my rogue. My Wrath of the Lich King rogue. Come on, hand him over. Hand him over, you little punks. Nine, 3 more to go. Cleared out this entire cavern. Get some of these guys in the front. Hey. Let me chase you. Man, got some classic drop rates here. Actually, it's nowhere near the pain of classic drop rates. You really gotta earn those things. So I switched my Hammer of Wrath from here. Like I got my Distant Shard button there, but still messing with me. It's funny because in Wrath of the Lich King Classic, I've got it over there. That's not a problem. It's because I got other abilities that I utilize here. I'm trying to get used to it for some reason, even though I'm switching between the two, and I'm totally used to it being on shift 4. It's just messing with me here. I don't know, my other retail, my Dragonfly Paladin, definitely has on shift 3 as well. I don't know what I got on shift. I think it's just a buff in Classic. I think I just got a simple buff that I use. Yeah, but for whatever reason, brain is saying, no, you're playing retail. You know it's on shift 3. What are you doing? Although, to be fair, if I could disenchant a Surveyor right in front of your eyes and turn him into dust, you gotta admit that'd be pretty cool. Yeah! Alright, all the way back to the top. Maybe it's still clear and there's no respawn yet. Folks, things you can do. Twitch.tv/AzerothDan is where I do a few live streams. I do have a few streams here as well. So make sure you got your bells clicked on if you want to get notifications of that. Otherwise, join the Discord. The Discord link is in the description below. Very easy to join. And I do put out notifications that way as well. Let's click on this. This cluster of shards looks much like the shards of Myzrael, but the same feeling of security does not pulse through them. Ah! You activated the shards. Already I feel more myself, but alas, I am still far from free. Stones of Binding. 4 stones of binding are scattered throughout Arathi. These stones keep me pinned beneath the earth. To unlock them, you must unlock the strongest, the Stone of Inner Binding, and to do that, you must gather keys from the other 3. These stones are watched by guardians, but if you are clever or lucky, you may find ways to banish them. Is that right? The Stones of Binding, Burning, Cresting, and Thundering Keys. Alright, so let's get out of the cavern. Hop off here. See if we're going to lose our pursuers. Right, we'll fly over the back here, because it looks like there's something to discover here. Oh, and that's where we got to go anyway. The entry to Arathi Basin. Alright. So, you could banish these things. Well, not these ones, but... well, not right now. I am banishing him in my own way. But if you loot them... oh, it doesn't actually drop. Well, it didn't drop from that lot. There's one key. Yeah, you could get a different element to counter that particular element. So, you know, you get like fire, lightning, the earth, I guess. Yeah, and you could use something that you picked up from them to banish them. And banish them or defeat them immediately, I can't remember. But yeah, you could get those. And they were quite handy in Classic. I can't remember if they were all elites. Or they were just all strong. One of the two. But here it doesn't seem to matter. I could just go in, throw my shield around, and Bob is somebody's uncle. Not mine. Yeah, here we go. You get the charms. So you can banish a cresting exile, right? But we've already done that, so it doesn't really matter anymore. But yeah, you can get those on classes. You could sell them on the auction house, actually. Some people would buy them. I remember selling quite a few. Or things I had left over anyway. It's off over this direction. Other things you can do while we're flying over here, if you would be so kind as to leave a like while you watch the videos that you like. And also you can leave a comment below, even if you have nothing to say. If you got nothing to say, you're like, oh, well, I don't know what to say, Dan. Oh, you can say good video, or you can but if you have nothing to say at all, just leave an emoji or something. Just a thumbs up. Just a beers emote. Something like that. All those things help out with the almighty algorithm. And in effect helps me out. And also helps you out. Keeps me inspired to make more videos when I see more interaction from the people. Look at this dude. Rule. Alright, well, that's all the keys. What did you give me? And what was he doing too? He was kind of like, it's like praying there or something. Praying to his fire god. Praying to Ragnaros. Ah. It all makes sense. Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it makes no sense. The Circle of Inner Binding. Alright, to unlock them you must unlock the strongest, the Stone of Inner Binding, and to do that you must gather the 3 keys, of which we have. Now, do my eyes deceive me? Was there not a mine shaft over here? Or is that in the latest version of Arathi? Or is that in the classic version of Arathi? So many different versions of it. This is the Stone of Inner Binding. It is the strongest of the binding stones and must be unlocked for the others to open. Myzrael speaks through the stone. You've done it. You open the stones of binding. I can feel the shackles about me loosen and the freedom draws ever closer. You are a noble paladin, Atraxius, my rescuer. With breaking the keystone, opening the stones of binding loosen much of my confinement, but a lock still holds me chained. It is the keystone you see among the circle of stones. And the key is held by one of my captors, the Stone Watcher Fosruk. If you must obtain that key, which the Stone Watchers call the Rod of Order, from Fosruk, and use it to open the keystone. Atraxius, you have done so much to aid me, just a little more, and my gratitude will shake the very foundations of the earth. Is that a good thing or a bad thing? Do I want the foundations of earth to be shook? Would that not bring upon the cataclysm? A second cataclysms? Fosruk, are you roaming around? Or are you stationary now? Looks like he's stationary. Yeah, in Classic this guy just roams all over the place. Here we go, hunting him down. It's not just him, he's got like a band of kobolds following him as well. The Rod of Order. Interesting rock. Most interesting. It's a nice tree on top of a hill. The Keystone is charged with tremendous geomantic energy. You place the rod in the Keystone, and a shudder is felt beneath you. Stop, foolish paladin! You cannot! We cannot let you summon the creature Myzrael! But why not? They ask so nicely. Why can't I? Seems like the right thing to do. Why have you giants kept her imprisoned all this time? As the stone goes quiet, you're left with a vague sense of unease. Something isn't right. Perhaps you should tell Squerto of what you have done so far. Oh, okay. Well, I did unlock it. There's no Myzrael though. Where are they? Where did they emerge?
Great to meet you.
Myzrael's tale? Say no more, Atraxius. I followed up with an old friend while you were gone. I should have known better than to send you to the shards. We've both made a great mistake in involving ourselves in this. Luckily, I persuaded my boy Gerrig to tell me what to do if this happened.
Watch your back.
The princess unleashed, set her free, then destroy her. What? Myzrael's no innocent princess. She's a terribly dangerous force, and the giants had every reason to chain her down there. I'm afraid you've been had. According to Gerrig, you have to summon her at the shards of Myzrael, where you first spoke with her, defeat her, and gather her eldritch shackles. Eldritch? Then bind them to the shards. Here's a scroll you need. Be careful with it. I'll risk a few teeth to get it. Good luck, Atraxius. Eldritch?
Safe travel.
Like old god stuff. Summon Myzrael for the shards of Myzrael? So she's a terribly dangerous force, and the giants had every reason to chain her down there, and I just let her go. And I beat up that giant too. I mean, he did attack me. He wasn't like, whoa, Atraxius, do you know what you've done? No, he just came out and started punching me. So I guess I was in the right to defend, right? He could have had that conversation first, and then I could have said, no, I'm not listening to you. I'm going to beat you up. Oh, anyway. 'Tis what it is. Summon Myzrael for shards. There she is. What? Atraxius, you served me well, but why have you summoned me so soon? I haven't yet reached my full power. No matter, you were a fool to help me, and now you will pay. Unbelievable, you're doing me a favor. She's ticked off with me. Myzrael earthquake. Oh. She really did shake the ground, didn't she? Eldritch shackles. Let's shackle her up. The shards of Myzrael are now strangely quiet. As the eldritch shackles are placed around the shards, an unhuman wail is heard from far below. The scream is followed by a roar. The shards of Myzrael no longer invoke feelings of warmth and security as they once did. Now they pulse with an open menace. as if that thing beneath them holds ill will toward the surface. Wow. So what was she? Was she a Titan? Titan-born? Corrupted by an old god? Interesting. Let's pop on these shackling gloves. And we're done. Folks, we are done with this zone. It is off to the hinterlands, so let's fly over there. And begin our new life in the lands of Hinter.